Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to actually carry on Sejuani with this new OP phase rush build. It lets you consistently land all of your CC and get away from fights. Otherwise, if you're on Aftershock, you constantly get stuck in bad situations and die. There's a lot of times people barely get away from you and you can't land that final auto attack. This was a really good game. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll just start E. We'll get the stun and this guy's dead. Oh, baby. Yeah, you don't want to mess with Sej in her level 1. It's really good if she has melee teammates, that way she can get her E going. And that is why you need to be very vigilant level 1, because you'll feed away a kill and the game's going to become much harder for you. Twitch already started with an extra longsword. That's going to be challenging for them to deal with. Level 1 on Sejuani, you generally want to start E anyways. The only time you start W is if you're going to solo start on like Raptors or Wolves. Otherwise, E start is best for starting on blue or red buff. You usually want to start bot lane for best leash possible. Aftershock is still a good keystone on Sejuani. It's not bad by any means. Phase Rush is better though for survivability and staying on top of people. You'll be doing so much damage with your Sunfire Aegis that getting in a few more auto attacks is going to do way more damage than Aftershock could give you. I think Aftershock as a keystone right now is a little bit underwhelming. Like, it's good in a few niche situations, but overall Phase Rush is just better, I'd say so. Their comp is extremely reliant around big MFRs. Our comp is reliant about big Twitch Rs and Leona Rs. Luckily, I think Leona hard counters MF with her R. She can snipe the MF out of her ultimate, cancel the channel. Usually look to do more of a full clear on Sejuani unless you see an easy gank. Ultimately, all you need is level 3 to start ganking. Set looks like he'd be an easy gank right now. He's playing way too far up. Trundle's 1 vs 1 capabilities are extremely high. You would see more Sejuani jungle. Ultimately, she's a more expensive champion, so people gravitate more towards the cheaper tank junglers. And yeah, a lot of people just kind of build her wrong as well. I think realistically, she's somewhere in the C or B tier. She's definitely underrepresented as a jungler. It's much cheaper to just pick up a Mumu, Rammus, Cho'Gath, all sorts of tank junglers that just don't really cost a whole lot. Zac has the same issue that Sej does, is he's expensive, so people don't really give him a fair chance. We'll go ahead and do a 5 camp clear. We don't need the full clear for level 4. Our level 4 really isn't that different from our level 3. We'll go ahead and look for the gank. That way we can take Scuttle for free, since we'll have lane pry out. W, Q into him, bonk, and since we had phase rush, we could run him down, finish it. You want to land both sides of your W, the initial bop and the secondary bop. The secondary bop does a lot more damage than the first one, so it's super important you land it, and the second one does a slow as well, so your Q is an easy way to land that. You obviously knock them up, they can't really dodge it. It's a guaranteed land. It's basically just walk in, WQ, hit him with that E stun, and they're a goner. Gonna go ahead and max our W first. If we had Aftershock, Yon might have lived, or at the very least we would have had to use our flash to finish off the kill. This doesn't really look that gankable. I could go back mid. Kled mid, Trundle top, some off meta stuff. It's fine for Sejuani though. She plays good with melee champs since they stack her E. Gotta get my Q in on this guy. Leona wasn't able to stun for whatever reason. Guess it was on a cooldown. Volibear's forcing this pretty hard. Oh, that's not good. That was gnarly. I need you to stun him, Leona. We got our stun on him. We're gonna Q away. I'm hoping we're able to kill somebody here. Really hoping. I don't think we're going to be able to. Leona E's the wrong way. And down she goes. Okay, they got Volibear. Still, that was a really good fight for the enemies. Not the best fight for us. Oh man, that's rough. At the very least, we do outscale Volibear. I'll try to play more around my mid lane. I don't really like what I saw there. With Twitch having item advantage, MF on tier, arcane comment. Tier does 0 damage, arcane comp does 0 damage, MF And 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐈 shouldn't really be winning that lane raw like that. So I'm not in a huge hurry to go back bot. I'm gonna not full clear here. I think mid's pretty free. He's missing a lot of health. I don't think he has flash either. All we gotta do is come up behind him. He's gonna dash in, I assume. Yep. Oh, Volibear's here. Get away with our phase rush, stun him. 𝐒𝐿𝐂's coming eventually. Down he goes. Still have my Q, held on to because we didn't need to use it. We'll go ahead and go pick up our Raptors now. It's not easy to focus down Sejuani, her passive, giving her all that extra armor magic resist. I think it's for 3 seconds after she's taken damage. I don't know if it actually says here. Yeah, so for 3 seconds after you've taken damage from a large monster or champion before it falls off and goes on cooldown. It's pretty good. 𝐒𝐿𝐂 ends up picking up the kill. 𝐒𝐿𝐂's a decent counter against a lot of melee champs. It's ridiculous raw all-in potential, can dive. When he dismounts, he breaks turret aggro and also dodges a shot with it. It's kind of insane. Very good champion. Our clear is kind of bad now. Our clear speed's fine, but we're having to cross back over dead camps. Kind of sucks. Oh well. I guess we'll get 6 and then gank mid. Auto attack W reset. Level 6 Sejuani ganks are insanely strong. And we're hitting a pretty good time 6 here as well. Before 7:10 even. You're usually shooting to hit level 6 before 7:30. Ooh, got a gank here. I have level 6 advantage, so this is looking good. Auto attack stun, auto attack Q, down he goes. You want to try to stagger your CC if possible, so you don't. Ooh, this is not good. I'm assuming, yeah, he's gonna go for the Twitch. I missed my stun. Good dash by the. Why is Leona not hitting this guy? There we go. Holy crap, she's so healthy. We'll take it though. Really like the phase rush. Lets you get away super easily on Sejuani. She's one of my favorite tank junglers right now. I'd say her and 𝐒𝐿𝐂 are tied for my favorite tank junglers. I've been playing tank jungles for like probably over 6 years. And she feels the best right now. She has really good ganks. Pre-6, level 6 her ganks get even better. She has really good scaling. The only tank junglers who outscale her consistently is probably 𝐒𝐿𝐂 and Zac. So Zac's ganks pre-6 aren't that good though. Which gives you something to work with. Oh, okay. I'm down. We can run away with our phase rush on. We still have our Q as well. And we'll Q away. 𝐒𝐿𝐂 gets out. I get out. Waste 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐈's time. We'll back on full Sunfire Aegis. We're so close to being able to purchase the whole thing. There's no reason to really stick around here. Once we can afford it, we'll be resetting. Our R's on a cooldown. We'll go ahead and take this just to keep our clear a little bit more linear. That way they spawn in at one after the other instead of randomly having this camp up at level 7. Our R's up. We could do a gank here. We're healthy. Set shove in the wave. Trundle has... Is he sitting on gold? Could probably afford full item here. We're gonna WQ in. Blue smite him. Auto him. Oh, he's actually not gonna die. We didn't get the break damage from our E. By the time we hit him with... We started our auto, he was still stunned. But when our auto ended, he wasn't stunned anymore. So we didn't get that like really heavy break damage. Whenever you attack them when you stun them, it does 10% of their max health damage. So we missed out on a lot there. Oh well. We could have potentially flashed into him to get in the break. I didn't think we needed to though. To be able to do double stuns, you have to stun with your E first, then your R. If you R stun them first, it won't let you stun them with your E for like 5 or 6 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds. So if you R stun, then try to E, you're gonna have to wait 10. So you want to E stun, break it, then R stun, break it. I'm really fed. We should fight this. Like, I'm so fed, but I'm on Sunfire. These guys don't have full items yet. My bot lane's playing super passive though. Leona should have just taken that. She was scared because she was missing some health. This doesn't seem to be warded. All right, they're going in. I gotta go. Need you to get some autos on them, Leona. That didn't turn out too well. We get our phase rush, and we're gonna go ahead and run on out. That sucks. We're such an item advantage. It's just it's the way it goes sometimes, man. I knew this bot lane was trouble, but I came back anyways. I should be focusing around my mid. My mid's free ganks. Missed my R on him. Gonna have to flash out. Get a little bit of HP back. Super messy. Not able to connect a lot of our Rs. That's why you generally want to E-stun first so you can't miss your R. E-stun, break it, then R. Break it. If you're having to raw R like I did there, you're going to miss a lot of those. The hitbox is only so big on the travel. Kled pinches the kill. Nice. I'm super low. I have mid prio and I have top prio. We should be able to take this. Sunfire Aegis gives you ridiculous damage, especially against champions and epic monsters. You'll see it here in a second. The flame touch kicks in after you've been in combat for a bit. Yep, there it is. You see that big circle of fire? It's a lot of extra damage. We can perpetually apply our stun on it too. We got his ignite there. It's pretty good since he didn't get the kill. Surprised they rotated so fast with that. We'll go ahead, go for our plated. It's usually plated, mercs, or lucids. I think against their team, plated's going to be best. They're super AD heavy. Their only magic damage is Maokai and a little bit of Volibear. If they have mixed damage, you can go lucids. In general, plated's your best bet. Helps you against dragons, turrets, barons, minions, monsters. Armor's a higher value resistance than magic resist. Magic resist used to be more expensive to build. Now, in my opinion, it's kind of easier to get magic resist because Force of Nature is, like, honestly kind of overpowered. No one was building it, so they just way overjuiced it. So if you need a magic resist item, Force of Nature is going to be that item 9 out of 10 times on tank champs. Should have laid my Herald before plates fell off. Go ahead and lay it right now. It'll wipe it out. Oh, hey, Volibear. Is your teammate gonna rotate, buddy? Got him with my stun. Oh, their bot lane's rotating. I was wondering why Kled was hesitating. We're getting shredded. We're gonna get away. We soaked so much damage. Really glad I went for plated and not lucids. Our bot lane was slow on the rotation. Down he goes. Nice. That's huge. Massive swing for our team. If they killed us there, then the game would be neck and neck, but that was a 1-for-4 trade. We'll take it. It's the most fun thing about tank junglers, being able to sit in there and scrap it out. And they quit. What a bunch of chumps. We'll go ahead and do a part 2 since that was so short. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. We're up against a tough jungler this game, Darius. He's not going to be easy to solo, which is why I took Ignite. If you're ever up against a jungler who can pressure and invade on you, or you're really afraid to solo, taking Ignite can make the difference, especially against things like Warwick, Lee Sin, Xin Zhao. If they invade you, as long as you keep your health high, at minimum, you'll be able to get away, because Ignite helps proc your phase rush as one of the 3 hits. Or if you feel like you can take the fight, Ignite will help you out substantially by cutting into them with true damage and grievous wounding them, nerfing their healing by 50%. Oftentimes, I don't smite the Gromp because he's so easy to reapply your E on and stun him down. So a lot of the times I just save it, because it ends up coming in at a weird time where it will barely speed up that camp. So I'm like, yeah. So a lot of times I end up holding on to the first one till red buff, or until the second buff in general. Nice. We'll go ahead, do a 5 camp, 4 or 5 camp here. Every lane is pretty much a kill lane. None of their picks are like safe AFK farm picks. Alright, time to take red buff. Go ahead, pop a potion. We need to get into the bush, make sure we don't get cheesed. Auto attack Q, stun him out of his, or knock him up out of its auto. Go ahead and use one of our smite charges. Nice! Finished before 310. We can find a gank, and then I think Darius is top side. My top laner's not here, so I would like to get this. We're gonna phase rush away. If I didn't have phase rush, probably would have died there. Darius didn't finish taking Scuttle, I don't think. He just pushed immediately. I must have been on a ward with how fast he reacted. Kind of insane. He reacted really, really quick. Would like to gank mid though. Nivea is a very squishy champion. Did Darius leave his wraps? He left wraps. Krugs must be up. I mean, he didn't leave his wraps. He must have left the Krugs with how much CS he had. Get the stun. Auto attack W. Oh, she's screwed now. That was fantastic. We'll stay, leech some of the XP here. Oh my god. I don't think he took cannon. What a troll. Alright, it's time to reset. We'll get down a ward. We don't have any camps to take. I don't know where Darius is, so I don't want to go to his Krugs. We have a very, very awkward amount of gold. So I'm thinking we do this game is just go like for early Lucidities. Show you guys that flavor of Sejuani. Ultimately, this video is more about showcasing how good phase rush is on Sejuani. Even though it's not picked very much, I think the win rate speaks for itself. It's incredibly high, and I really enjoy the play style. As someone who's played a lot of phase rush Nunu, I like it a lot. Go for our W max first. With that being said, I would highly, highly, highly recommend trying to get Sunfire Aegis first, because it will give you way higher damage output. I'm only doing this because I had an awkward amount of gold, and I think all of these lanes are highly gankable. Like my bot lane was getting shoved against, Nivea was playing up, GP shoved in, so the enemies are making it easy on me to decide. I think Nivea still has her flash. I don't think she ever used that. Gonna WQ. Got the stun. They definitely shouldn't have tried to fight that when Yasuo has a gold advantage. That's a stun ignite. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll go ahead and clear this word first, and we'll get the control word. We're so fast with Lucid, she can't get away from us. Would really like to be bot right now. I can't get there in time, plus Zai isn't there, so it's just a... Ooh, okay, alright. This looks like a good fight. I have Lucids. I'm a level up. I can't. Rakan didn't react. He's staying for the wave. It is a big wave, to be fair to him. That's a lot of minions. I do think I would have gotten a kill. It's whatever, though. That is a lot of minions. Probably worth a kill. Especially when you count the XP. Lucian and Nami reacted really fast to me being there. Not only did Nami like stay and not disconnect, but they both moved immediately together. A little surprised by that. Blue buff's coming up here in a second. I think we'll get level 6 off of it. Yeah, this is level 6. Perfect. This is a pre 7 minute 30 level 6. Really good time to be hitting level 6 as a jungler. If you're hitting it later than 7 minute 30, that means you're a little bit behind. Or at the very least, your clears have been delayed. Various things happening in game. Yep, pre 7 minute 10 level 6. Push out, try to find something with our R. Darius should be on his red buff right now, or he'll be on it soon because that spawned in. I got his red buff. Auto attack R, auto attack Q, W, and we just soloed the crap out of him, man. With Lucids when he has actual fighting stuff. Lucids don't give us any damage, just puts our stuff on a bit lower cooldown. I guess in a roundabout way, it gives us extra damage. Pretty funny though. That's why you always, if you know the enemy jungler has like the option to kill you, you want to take your buff immediately. You don't want to have it spawned in and not be there ready for it. Come on, just knock her up. He missed it. We got her with the slow. Oh, she's screwed. Auto attacking the stun. I'm gonna pop this plant back. Wait, why didn't... Could Yasuo not R there? Oh my god, he missed a lot of CS for this too. This isn't good. We're gonna smite this, get our Nimbus, stun out the Darius. Hit him with the W tipper. I want to get Nivea to try to turn on me here, but she's not. Down she goes. Well played by the Yasuo. Turned out really well. I'm mirroring him. I could tell Jax was going to do this. Auto attack Q. Get him with the stun. Back away. And there we go. Power of freaking phase rush, baby. Whoa! We're baiting these guys out like crazy. Lucid Rush Seg is actually kind of nuts. I might actually prefer this. It's particularly good if the enemies are playing all kill matchups, like Lucian, Nami, Jackson to GP, Yasuo. The matchup's called for it. You didn't even have a choice. I have R. I don't think Nivea has flash. I have tier 2 boots advantage. She only has tier 1, so I'm faster. I can run her down, land skill shots if need be. Got the R and the W. Auto attack. Ooh, come on, give me the Q. Blue smited. Yasuo gets the kill, but he dies. That's not that. It's not really worth it. He's trying to get me with his R. He already blew his hook though, so he's kind of out of luck. Feels bad, Darius. Feels bad, man. I should definitely look to reset here. Darius is staying. What is he doing? GP gets a solo kill. That's fantastic. Yeah, we'll reset. Never mind. We're so close to Sunfire. We only need 400 more gold. I can AFK farm into this. It's worth staying. Since we know where the Darius is, he's not in our jungle ready to kill us. Need 200 more. Krug should give it to us. Such a big power spike. Frostfires aren't bad on Sedge. They don't scale nearly as well. You have a lot less damage with them, and with Phase Rush, you don't need the slow they provide. Phase Rush gives you the mobility you need to stay on top of them regardless. If you want to run Red Smite for whatever reason, Frostfires might be a better option, but we have Blue Smite, so mobility isn't a key issue for us. Just need the damage to actually get the kill. We could stay. GP's on his way. I wish he was a little bit closer. Jax is gonna come toward this bush. He might even go for Scuttle. If he goes for Scuttle, it's not really worth me staying because GP's stronger anyway, so he doesn't need a gank per se. It'd only give him tempo to maybe break the plates. Darius gets recon with the tipper. Lucian, Darius barely live. Lucian's gonna greed out, stay for plates. He shouldn't. Nami wants to reset. She canceled her back to back at the same time as him. That's insane. She really doesn't want him to die. I could take Dragon right now. With the flame touch from Sunfire, it'll be quite doable. Quite doable, I'd say. Took reduced damage from those first 2 shots from Dragon because our passive, extra armor magic resist for 3 seconds. After getting hit by it. It only gets scraped if you get hit by a jungle monster. The turret shot. I assume it's turret shots. Champions, large monsters. So maybe turret shots don't even pop it. It's definitely champions and large monsters, so 100%. I'll go test that real quick. Our R's up. We want to look for a gank if we can. Wait, did he? Oh my god. He almost lived. Lucian's a full item. He's got an item advantage. I don't really want to fight this. Zaya's too weak compared to Lucian right now. Lucian plus Nami's going to have way higher damage output. It's not worth fighting even though I'm fed myself. A lot of risk involved. Nami heals, Darius heals. It's not going to be easy to pinch. Darius is resetting. Oh, he already took his red buff. Could go over this wall. It sucks. Their bot lane's playing up. They may not know I'm still here. Assume Anivia pinged that Yasuo's on his way. They may not be afraid of him though. I think we win this. I think that was a mistake by Yasuo. It really does feel like a mistake not to follow that in. We're gonna Q R. We're gonna miss. Yasuo's just not gonna use his Q and I'm gonna die. He was saving wind wall. He was saving Q for next game, I guess. There's a potential dive opportunity, but yeah, it just didn't pan out. We'll go ahead and get Warmogs next. Looks like he is gonna live. He blew a lot for that though. R and flash. GP's pretty fed. He wins that easy. I'll go get Herald. I think we're forcing kills a little bit too much right now. We're already ahead, and Yasuo doesn't want ganks. It's not easy to gank for my bot lane since she's behind in items, so all we can do is gank for GP or take objectives at the moment. And we'll go for Herald here. Pull it to the back of the pit. It can't actually see you. Like, the vision doesn't see inside of the pit at all. A lot of times the Scuttle Crab gives them a false sense of security, when in reality you can go in the back of the pit with a lot of different champion abilities or with just a blast cone. They finally lost that turret. I can't save Rakan. Looks like he gets away. That's good. Darius is gonna rotate to this. Got him. I gotta get out though. Darius is coming. We staggered our stuns. E stun into R stun. Had ignite on him. I tried not to show my hand too early because I didn't want him to run, so ramped up my damage and abilities a little bit slower. Didn't want to blow my full load and scare him away. Had to trick him a little bit. Had the sunken ship fallacy him, make him feel like he was in too deep. Maybe he could win it. If you blow your load immediately and show them, oh, wow, she actually is doing some damage, a lot of times they'll just run. And you don't end up getting what you want to get, especially with Darius collapsing on you. You don't want them running to that. Looks like Jack's TP'd. I can't get there in time. Tempted to run this Herald mid right now. Yasuo's not doing much with his lead. I think their team fight's actually better than ours with the Anivia. We don't have great tools for getting to her as long as Darius or Jax is in the way. I'm gonna actually be able to get this. I'm about to walk into Anivia here. She went the long way. W auto attack Q. Got my phase rush so we can still walk away out of that. Nearly killed her too. We'll get Dragon out of it plus the red buff. The GP or Desire should take that. Nice. Dragon Soul's definitely our win con, our scaling. Like I said, we are one of the best tanks in the game and one of the best tank junglers in the game. So playing for late game is one of our win cons and one of this champion's strengths. So I think for Dragon Soul's fine. On champions that don't scale, a lot of times playing Dragon Soul, it can be iffy. If you feel like even with Soul you still lose team fights, and in those cases play double Herald, try to end game pre 30-minute mark. I usually recommend don't pick those champions, especially if you're iron through plat, because ending games iron through plat can be hard. Your teammates don't want to end. Takes a lot more skill to be able to do it than it is to just kind of AFK power farm, gank a few times, scale up in the late game. I almost have Warmogs. Oh, she sees me. I want this Scuttle. To get Warmogs all back, we can team fight, pull out of the fight, heal back up, go back in. Sejuani's really good for that, since her E hard CC that doesn't really have much of a cooldown. She has mobility to get back into fights too with her Q. I'll attack W. Get him with the stun. Down he goes. You're stunned, Anivia. You're ignited. Oh, this is bad. Yep. Oh, that sucks. We didn't really get any backup. They ended up chasing Nami, but at least GP finishes the kill. We also got a Anivia passive, so all in all, it's not the end of the world, especially since I don't think we blew shutdown, since we already had a death. Mogs into control ward. At this point, you would go for Thornmail, Force of Nature, and Deadman's. Really strong items on Sejuani. Deadman's Force of Nature for mobility, Thornmail for the heal cut. Anything else is just completely situational. You have all the damage you need from the Flame Touch and your base damage on your abilities. W has really good base damage. Your Q's okay base damage, and your E is essentially max health damage. So from that perspective of having 2 max health damage abilities off of your passive, Stun Break, Sejuani's damage scales decently. Zac has the same thing going for him. Zac has max health damage off of his W's, which lets him oftentimes have the most damage dealt in the game, as long as he's performing. Darius is going to walk into me here in a second. We might actually be able to solo him, as long as I don't let him get Q-tips on me. Yeah, I think we should be able to take him. I'll need to save Q, probably. Yeah, he's going for it. That's greedy. He's tilted, clearly. Players do this when they're desperate, when they shouldn't split push, but they're doing it anyways. He got me with Q-tip. Not too worried about it. Down he goes. Very nice. Need to group back up with my team. Ooh, they're throwing a bit. Man, that's not good. 4v4 when we're up like twice as many kills. They lost 4v4 there. Maybe GP wasn't there. Maybe that was a 3v4. The power of Lucian Nami. He can get so much value if you auto attacks. Dragon's coming up. As long as we get that, it's fine. Trying to soak as many resources as we can. Since we can't fight right now, we need to try to get as much minions and monsters as possible. QW. He thinks he actually wins this. I know his teammates are rotating, but that's like hilarious. I have phase rush, they can't chase me. I also have Mog, so I'll heal this back pretty fast. I imagine they would want to pick me, that way we don't fight for this dragon, which is going to lead us to soul. We are low on mana. Being in the jungle river heals that back pretty fast off of our jungle item that we've absorbed. Kind of use our Q to get around because of that. Yasuo way out of position. Decent win wall though. We're going to WQ. Got my Ignite on him and my blue smite. He can't get away. I didn't even have to use my R that fight. I'm going to go for the dragon. I don't think we can actually end here. Our minions are too far away. It's going to take too long to break the turrets. We'll at most get like a turret and they spawn in. And we haven't spent our gold from that team fight. Going for this dragon I think is best. Inhib plus dragon, then we can set up Baron off bat once Yas is back up. Pop right over. This GP wants those. We should definitely start setting up Baron. Force them out. While mid lane pushes, if they don't catch it, they'll lose turrets. And if someone does catch it, then they'll have to fight us 4v5. Puts them in an unwinnable situation. Yeah, Nami's pushing up right now. She's trying to figure out what's up. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Holy moly. Luckily we can heal it back. Oh my god. Lucian chunks. I was trying to blue smite to speed up off Nimbus. I lost range of the scuttle, so I didn't get to heal off of it or speed up. Luckily, we do have the Mog, so we're getting back into it, getting all of our health back. And Lucian burned his R, so it's gonna be hard for him to team fight. It's nice being unslowable while passive's on, walking straight through those. Yeah, we should definitely just start it, I think. Or at least pressure it, force them out. Nami's backing right now. We can pull off of it if we need to. It's not like we have to stay to the death. GP needs to come over here though. Zai needs to pull off. She's gonna throw the whole game here. They're all here. We can't just stay on it now. Like, we pulled them out, but staying on Baron and losing half your health is not a good plan. I'm gonna... Oh, God. Xayah threw there so hard, just standing there tanking Baron like that. That was so troll. You can't stand there and take Baron while you're 5-man pinched. You pull off and fight with our gold lead. Oh well. She was role-playing tank there. I'm trying to take up their aggro. Like force them to... Lucian just died. That wasn't good. They way overextended for GP. Way overextended. Nice. Holy crap. That was a massive takedown. Lucian ended up tanking turret, died in a couple of shots because they overbuffed turrets this patch. I think they should revert that. Down you go, Nami. That's free Baron. We'll be in a good spot to take Dragon Soul from there too. We'll get the Baron bonus stats. Everyone gets 300 Baron gold. It's going to be hard for them to 5v5 us for it. We're at a stage where it's really hard for most junglers to match the value Sejuani can give in the late game. Very, very difficult for them to do so. Team's physical damage heavy. I'll build for Deadman's. Get that extra mobility. Be really fast. The faster you are, the more damage you can avoid. They'll end up canceling autos, missing skill shots, and over chasing to try to hit you when you're faster, moving 411. It's decent. Still have phase rush to help get us out of those situations. Most champs tier 2 boots moving 380, so we're decently faster. She must have a mobility item. What the heck is Lucian doing? Oh, I got him too. With my R. I'm gonna have to Q away. GP's gonna have to kite this really well for us to win this fight. Got him with my slow. I couldn't get them off. I didn't have the cooldowns or the HP to really do anything about that. Whoa, he's healing off me. What the heck? Bro, I have Thornmail. Like, how is he healing off me? Got him. That's insane. I have Thornmail, bro. He should not be healing off me with Divine Bork. Ridiculous. They need to rebuff heal cut items. Should be 60% Grievous, not 50. Nivea in a bad spot. Oof. I'm going for the Soul. We can't end. Darius up soon. Lucian's up soon. I don't trust this Yasuo at all. He's been giga underperforming for how many ganks and pressure I was applying. The only person on this team that I trust is GP. Him and Rakan. The Xayah, Yas. It's very clear I need to approach those situations with more skepticism, so we don't lose. So yeah, Yasuo just went and died to try to take inhib. That's not our win con. Obviously, Earth Soul, each Earth Dragon giving me extra armor magic resist on set. He already gets bonus armor magic resist percent base from like additional from Earth Dragon. Like that's clearly win con. Plus late game with GP, like we don't have to try to force an end when clearly we couldn't end. All we could do was force an inhib and delay our own drag soul. GP really needs to group though. Like he shouldn't be over there. Why they're 4-5 man pushing over here. He could get away with that if people were doing what they needed to do so he could R. Like that's actually the right thing to do. But our team isn't doing that. We got slow jacks. I'm gonna have to Q away. If I get Darius hooked, I'm dead. Wasn't the best R in the world. It would have been better on a Nivea. Yeah, you missed that, buddy. I need to get out of that burn. GP's doing all the damage for our team. Oh, missed me with that, bud. Ignited. I get her with the Nimbus. And she's dead. Nice. Very, very nice. And Warmogs is going to get us back to full as long as I don't take damage from anything. gonna lie, dude. Having Soul makes the game so much easier. All that extra tankiness, an extra 400 shield, plus 6% armor magic resist, which at this point is like around 18 extra armor, 10 extra magic resist, just off that one dragon. Auto attack. Oof, I got my phase rush at least. I don't know. Yeah, this is forced, I guess. Anivia's dead. We should actually be fighting right now. Got him with my stun. Blue smite the Darius. I'm gonna take up as much space as I can. I can always Q back if I need to. He also needs to not try to walk through that. They're definitely stalling the game out. It's not easy to end on in Anivia. She has a huge stall power with her R. We're going to need Baron buff to force a wave down their throats. GP showing mid. It's probably the right call. Frozen Heart would be good. We get Dead Man's for now. I'll go Frozen Heart next. The ability haste is going to be ultra valuable. And slowing attack speed is going to be really good against Darius, so he doesn't build his bleed stacks. Against Jax and Lucian, they have 3 ultra auto reliant champs. We also have loads of HP, and building more armor synergizes decently with Earth Dragons because it's 6%, 6%. So we're at 450. I think that synergizes with Thornmail, right? Extra armor, Thornmail. Yeah, 10% of your bonus armor. Extra magic damage inflicted on them whenever they hit you. Then auto attack or auto based ability. As long as Xayah doesn't tank Baron, we win. If I go to fight and then she just stands there, then that might be trouble. Got it. I can phase rush around. Don't land my R, but I can always heal off this damage with Warmogs. And if they stay to fight this like fools, I'll eat them alive. Yeah, I can pinch here. Rakan flash, he didn't quite catch anything. Yeah, Nami's dead. GP's such a broken champ right now, dude. AoE damage. Long range damage, point and click damage, he's got it all. That didn't quite hit me. Nivea's, she can't do proper damage to minions when they're Baron buffed. She's not going to be able to clear these waves now. Drop the Q into R. Down you go, buddy. I should have stunned him with my auto first. Then we can pull out and heal off Mogs. Very nice. That's GG's. We'll take a look at the graphs. In terms of damage dealt, we're probably top 5. In terms of damage taken, I assume we're number 1, especially when you take into account self-mitigated. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we were actually number 2 damage dealt in the game. Extremely surprised to do more than Anivia or Lucian because they were so fed. Number 2, pretty good for a tank jungler, especially Sedge. Looking at damage taken, we took 48k, so we raw took the most damage. Second highest was 46. We were 48k. Let's look at self-mitigated. We self-mitigated 75k. So we were about 35 higher self-mitigated damage taken than anyone else. So when you look at damage taken, realistically, we're minimum 35k higher than everyone else in the game. Pretty high. For runes, got really good value. Phase rush, really nutty on Sejuani. I hope you guys enjoyed this Sejuani gameplay commentary guide. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.